I think sometimes we sort of flippantly say like, oh, just allow people to experiment. But that's like ingrained in a company's culture, right? A culture of experimentation. How do we create space, psychological safety for people to fail, to potentially purposefully create waste in a way, right? To try things, see what doesn't work, see what see what's possible on the edges of things. It's funny. There was an article recently. I think it was Johnson and Johnson that it was such a fascinating article when it was launched or when it was released because the commentary on it was hard on both sides. The naysayers around AI came out loud. Johnson and Johnson had announced that they cut about 80% of their projects, AI related projects. The naysayers hopped on it. AI is not working. It's not producing the results that they wanted. All that kind of stuff. But the undertone of that, the CEO, the leaders were saying, well, actually, no, we're like cutting the ones that haven't worked. That's part of our learning culture. That is not a loss. That is a lesson. And we're doubling, tripling down on the 20% that have returned the gains we want. So that culture of creating space to try things, sort of let a thousand flowers bloom, so to speak, is part of some innovation cultures. But if you don't have that in your nature, like you got to find ways to create safe space, right? So a lot of people are doing hackathons or promptathons or carving out time for their teams to try things. A little hack here is if you're going to do that, I would have people like do a hackathon, something not even related to a problem they're working on. I think that allows you to even get further into the edges of what AI could do, right? Allow your people to explore their creativity, their innovation. So that culture of experimentation, it's easy to say, just experiment, right? It's a leading indicator of change success or AI adoption success. But you really got to find ways to create the space, to create the safety for those people to try things that might feel different or uncomfortable for them, right? Because it might not just be baked into how the leaders are leading within that organization.